positive vibes. Thank you guys, the new subscribers and the returning ones. I really appreciate. I don't take you for granted, guys. I really appreciate you. If you have not subscribed to this channel and you keep on watching us, kindly hit that subscription button and join us as we take you through the journey of the lad we all love. And kindly put your comment down below and like the video. We are going to appreciate that very much. So today we are going to share a video of two heavyweights in the Caribbean island. There are two countries that are very strong in the Caribbean island. These two countries are very strong in terms of their economy, in terms of culture, in terms of their music, in terms of their food. And I want to talk about them today because I saw a video, one of the guys from one of the country actually wondering why Jamaica has been preferred by people more than his own country. I'm going to talk about countries Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. First of all, before I start the video, these two countries share a vibrant Caribbean culture, particularly evident in their music, in their food, and in their history of resistance. They are known for their unique music genre. The Trinidad and Tobago, they have calypso as their music genre, where Jamaica has reggae as their music genre. Both have gained international recognition in terms of their music. And they have also gained international recognition in terms of their food and traditions. And we can see a lot of similarities in the two countries when it comes to food, traditions, and also music, like I had said earlier. The kind of food they prepare in common is curry goats and salt fish. Though each country prepares its own way, they have this similarity of curry goats and salt fish. And both have a history of resisting colonial powers with shelter Baptist recognition religion. We saw that in Jamaica, Paul Bogra, who is one of the people that was fighting for independence, was actually a leader in the Baptist church. And you find that in Trinidad and Tobago, the Baptist church put a lot of resistance during the colonial times. And therefore, we are going to go through who are they. According to the words of this guy, he was asking himself, why is Jamaica preferred by some people more than our own country, and yet we share so much strong traits, both of us. We have seen that Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica are sharing a lot in terms of culture, in terms of music, in terms of food, in terms of language. They share a lot. And when it comes to their economies, they are also strong economies in both the countries. And therefore, this guy was wondering, since we are almost equal in everything, why then do people prefer Jamaica more than our country? And a good example he was giving was Burna. And before I say what happened between Burna and Trinidad and Tobago and Burna and Jamaica, let us listen to this guy from Trinidad and Tobago who is actually asking, why is it that people prefer Jamaica more than us?
This is Burna. We shall get to him later in this video. In the Caribbean, there are many islands, but in the English-speaking side of things, there are two heavyweights, Jamaica and Trinidad. Whether you like it or not, the bottom line is, in the English-speaking Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica are the two heavyweights. And while I have nothing against Jamaica as a country or the people, I still see the island of Jamaica as competition for Trinidad and Tobago. And as a Trinidad and Tobago citizen, I want my country to win. Nothing against Jamaica. I just personally would prefer if my country was winning the race in everything. That's what I'm saying. I said all that to say, Burna Boy came down here, he went to Tobago and performed. He didn't just perform randomly in Tobago. He performed at Tobago's carnival, the first carnival, which means he would have seen what Tobago, a tourist destination, had to offer. He came, he performed, made a boatload of money, bust the tape and left. Reach somewhere else out in the sea and realize, wait, now boy, more money to be made. Come back down to TNT. This time he was in Trinidad. Perform, make a boatload of money, look around, jump on a flight, bust the tape and left. Go on to Jamaica to perform, and these are the headlines. Burna Boy falls in love with Jamaica, seeks to purchase a home. What does that tell you? What does that tell you all? Granted, he's not obligated to buy a home or fall in love with any island. But what does that tell you? That he went to Jamaica to perform, to literally work, and fell in love with the island, and is now deciding to buy a home on the island. Let's read the article. Burna Boy is in love with Jamaica and will seek to purchase a home on the island, while he is also expected to return next year for another vacation. What does that tell you? The dude didn't just go, perform, make a boatload of money and left like he did to TNT twice. No, he is not obligated to fall in love with anywhere. But something has to be wrong with us, that he came down here twice and didn't fall in love with not even a big stone. If you all were in any doubt before that the tourism sector in TNT is dead, let this be the final nail in that already rotting coffin. We have no tourism industry. We should fire the Minister of Tourism, close down the entire tourism board and move on to other things. The article also said, during his stay in Jamaica, Burna Boy vacationed at Trial Club and partied at Yosh. So he didn't just come, make money and left. It wasn't just a show. He vacationed on the island, and he set a vacation for next year as well, so he wants to come back. That ain't telling all something, boy, at all? Nothing? Many of you all drinking too much blasted punching and smoking weed, all their brain fried, all they can't think straight. How are we losing to Jamaica? We have more money than them. Our GDP, look at Trinidad is. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the list. 7th on the list. Jamaica is at the bottom. Jamaica is in the Seymour section. You have to click Seymour about 10 times before you find them. How are we losing to them? With all the money we have more money, less people. So more money to go around and we still struggling. We still struggling. You understand this, boy? I'm baffled. Jamaica has been beating us in music. Our most popular and famous musician can't compare to their top 10 most popular and famous musicians. We are losing to them in sport. When you go to any part of the world and you're telling me from the Caribbean, we're from Jamaica. So clearly, the word about Jamaica is getting out there. Meanwhile, we are not even on Price is Right. I don't think I have ever seen a Price is Right episode, I stand corrected if I'm wrong, where the trip was to Trinidad and Tobago. And you know the men, you see all the men, all they're failing us too, you know. All the men in Trinidad and Tobago, all they're failing us because all they started running a bunch of Spanish. All everywhere you look is a Spanish pregnant by a Trini man. That can't help us. Go to Jamaica. Clearly they have the genes. Fly to Jamaica. Start making trend in Jamaica and bring the trend back here and raise them as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe in the Olympics in 2040, 2050, we may win a gold medal. A win is a win regardless, you know. Once on the child's birth certificate it says citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, I don't care where the genes come from. Do that now. Make yourself useful, but no. All they're studying is to drink puncheon and run down Venice. Puncheon, Venice, baby. Puncheon, Venice, baby. And then 10 years from now you have a... Anyway. I'll get the point.
So, guys, you have observed what this guy had to say about Burna Boy visit to Trinidad and Tobago and Burna Boy visit to Jamaica. And according to him, Burna Boy visited Trinidad and Tobago twice, 2 times consecutively. And then he went ahead and visited Jamaica. But when he visited Jamaica, he actually declared that he's going to purchase land in Jamaica and settle there. And he promised to come back and tour, or rather to come back as a tourist to Jamaica. And this guy is wondering why the Burna Boy Jamaica and to invest in Jamaica, and yet Burna Boy had gone to Trinidad and Tobago twice and he did not actually declare this. In other words, this guy is asking, why did Burna Boy fall in love with Jamaica and yet he had come to our country twice and he had not fallen in love with our country? What is wrong with our country? That is what this guy is trying to ask. And I think according to what I've learned about the two countries, maybe I can put some highlights on why I think most tourists choose Jamaica rather than any other country in the Caribbean island. But don't throw stones on me, because you have seen there is a lot of tourists that comes to Jamaica more than the other islands in the Caribbean. One, Jamaica has got very warm people. And I think also Trinidad and Tobago has warm people, but I think the Jamaican people market their country more than the other islands in the Caribbean. They are always talking about the island. They are always talking about their food. They are always talking about the beauty, the beaches, the what. And by the way, guys, Jamaica has got very many people in social media that talk about their country, not outside Jamaica, people within Jamaica that talk about their country. And that is why we are able to know Jamaica more than any other island in the Caribbean. And also, Jamaica had some great people in its history that marketed Jamaica more than maybe any other country in the Caribbean. For example, Bob Marley. Jamaica has come to be known because of the reggae icon, Bob Marley. And Bob Marley was an international musician. He was known every continent of the world. And because of his title and because of his exemplary composition of music, people came to embrace him and they were eager to know, where does this guy come from? And that is how Jamaica started to be known for the reggae music, for the Rastafarian movement. These two things have really marketed Jamaica. And I think this guy, to answer him, I want to answer him by referring to the history, especially Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and the great musicians who have put Jamaica on the world map because of their composition and their popularity and their international performances. Number two, I think Jamaica has also come to be known because Jamaica came outside there to fight for the rights of others, like Marcus Garvey. Jamaica was the only country, I think, in the Caribbean that was very vocal and very strong and very courageous to come out strong and fight apartheid in South Africa. Jamaica was also very, very strong from the people like Marcus Garvey to actually talk about financial independence and unity and justice and fighting unequalness. And this brought Jamaica to the limelight in the world. They were able to go to big organizations like UN to actually talk on behalf of some of the countries here in Africa. The other thing I think is that Jamaicans are not afraid to explore beyond their land. Because, for example, I found that Jamaicans were the first one to go to United Kingdom. And they paved the way for other countries to enter UK without facing racism, without facing discrimination. Because already Jamaicans had arrived there and paved the way, fought against racism and fought against discrimination, and therefore the people who went there later, they found a good place to live. And therefore, all other countries came to know Jamaicans as people who had already paved the way for others to go to United Kingdom. And I also saw Jamaicans were among the immigrants that went to Canada. And they went along with their foods like the Jamaican party. And when they went there and there was disagreements between their Jamaican party and the burger in Canada, they had to fight until their Jamaican party retained its name. All these struggles, all these courageous moves, all these bold moves made people to recognize Jamaicans maybe before the other countries in the Caribbean. The other thing that makes me think that Jamaica, or rather it is the reason why Jamaica is known, or rather Jamaica is recognized more than any other country in the Caribbean. The other thing is that Jamaica has very, very great athletes. Jamaican athletes have put Jamaica in the world map. People who didn't know Jamaica have come to know Jamaica through Usain Bolt, through, who is the other? Osafa, and all the great athletes, Sherry Ann Fraser-Price, and all the other great athletes that we have seen that come from Jamaica. So these athletes have put Jamaica in the world map, and also their football team, and also the fact that Jamaica tries things that the other people have tried, like this ice competition. That one might have put Jamaica in the world map because no other country can dare to participate in such a race when they don't have winters. And therefore Jamaica, the fact that they are boldly able to start what other people have not started, I think puts Jamaica on the front line so that many people are able to recognize and appreciate Jamaica. I think I've answered the guy who was asking, what has happened to us? What is wrong with us? Why are people recognizing Jamaica more than our country? Why does Burna Boy have to choose Jamaica rather than Trinidad and Tobago, and yet he had gone to Trinidad and Tobago? And I think also, Jamaica has a lot of fans when it comes to these artists. And therefore, when somebody arrives there, they are able to appreciate his music, they are able to embrace his music, and they are able to support his music. Jamaicans are known to support social media stuff. And I think that Burna Boy felt that he has been supported more in Jamaica, maybe more than Trinidad and Tobago. I'm just saying maybe because I don't know. But I think that Jamaicans are very good in supporting the people that are actually going to social media and putting their stuff in social media. We have seen that Dimango visited Jamaica and she had great support. Shonarwa, Miss Trudy and Odmaya, and very many YouTubers have visited Jamaica, and they have also gone to Trinidad and Tobago, they have gone to Grenada, they have gone to Dominican Republic, and all those countries, and I think that the greatest support came from Jamaica. And the fact that Jamaica is able to support these vloggers or YouTubers and the musicians puts it on the front line when it comes to these musicians visiting their lands and also performing. All those combined together, I think they have put Jamaica on the world map, and everybody is eager to come to Jamaica to settle and even to have an experience of the beaches, the resorts, and the beauty of Jamaica. Apart from that, also, I think Jamaican food has been noticed because it's said to be one of the best foods in the world. And therefore, because of Jamaican food, I think many people have come to know Jamaica and appreciate Jamaica. The cuisine, Jamaican cuisine, has gone globally, has gotten global recognition, and therefore some of these people have come to know Jamaica well and even to desire to stay and live in Jamaica. I think all that combined together persuaded Burna Boy to settle in Jamaica and also to tour Jamaica more than any other island in the Caribbean, because he had an experience. He had a lot of Jamaica stuff and a lot of Jamaica positivity that he wanted to settle there and experience what he had had. And I think that is all we have today, guys. Hope we meet tomorrow. And if you have not subscribed once again, do so. If you have not liked the video, like the videos that we have already put on to you. And we are going to appreciate that very much. See you during the next video. Bye-bye and God bless.